to just tune out and play a video game, you have every right to do that. If not, then you probably click on a video about video games because you do more than just tune out. You like to learn a little bit or have something to watch while you eat, which is okay.
Try this again.
Listen, I'm back and I have more information than when I was here last time. And the information I brought to the table was... No, I wanted to talk about MatPat. He's got this coalition thing. MatPat, the game theorist, you might know him as a few things. The game theory. Or movie theory. He's got a few different theories, but I just thought it was pretty impressive. Recently, he sold his company, Theorist Media, and successfully exited YouTube. He's doing a whole thing now where him and his wife are actually they've developed a plan to begin educating lawmakers on content and creators inside of the digital, content space. And on creators and content in the digital space. Now that's pretty wicked because that's not really something that many lawmakers or people in government are aware of, is like what that looks like. He even said one of the first questions asked, and I don't know if this is a joke, but he said, what's the difference between Roku and YouTube? So the fact that they're starting there is a pretty clear indicator of that something needs to be said and more people need to be aware of what's going on in the digital space right now. Obviously it's been booming for years, and so eventually I imagine that'll come to a halt in some way. But even right now, AI just got totally, YouTube just launched a new update where like on July 15th, there's gonna be a whole new set of rules for what is monetizable and what's eligible for monetization within the rule book now of AI content and everything. And this is a huge game changer for a lot of people because a lot of folks just feel burnt out and like they're at a loss when they can't afford certain softwares or subscriptions, for making automated content or things of that nature. It just gets so complex and blurred in there. And obviously, if you're somebody that's done automation or been in that space, you're gonna tell me like, "Oh, you're so fucking dumb. You have no idea." You're probably really mad right now because you don't have any real skills or anything. Anyways, they put forward some ideas. MatPat, he put forward some ideas. Him and his wife put forward some ideas like how content creation through algorithms, for example, impact people when an algorithm changes or not, or just what the algorithm does and how it works. I feel like that should definitely be understood by lawmakers. That would change things not only in the social media and content creation industry, but literally in the gaming industry. I mean, I started my channel off talking about engagement optimized matchmaking, and I would hate to have to get back into that. Fortunately, we have games like X-Defiant, like Splitgate 2, that defy what has been. Can you see my hand when I bring it out there? No, it's important. I'm really glad that somebody's saying something. And I'm about to lose my shit if another achievement comes up on the side of my fucking screen and blots out my logo. No, so we've got more stuff here. We've got the initiative thing. No, this is the Stop Killing Games initiative, and I just thought that was important right now. It's kind of something that I like to talk about, is things that are relative to video games that give people some perspective on what's going on in the community's minds and the corporations' minds and whatnot. So that way it's about a little bit more than just the video game. If you want to just tune out and play a video game, you have every right to do that. If not, then you probably click on a video about video games because you do more than just tune out. You like to learn a little bit or have something to watch while you eat, which is okay. You shouldn't do that all the time. You should try to just enjoy your food sometimes. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not just someone that tunes out if you do more than just play the video game. And so I think that this is a really important thing for a lot of people. There's this thing called the Stop Killing Games initiative. And it's basically a rally against the legality of publishers destroying games once the developer or publisher discontinues support. And that's not okay, but i.e. there's a few examples that I know off the top of my head. There's the Red War campaign and Trials of Osiris, I believe, from Destiny 2. What can you do? We saw that one coming. Bungie moment. And then Marathon. Bungie moment. Anyways, there's things like the Red War campaign, Anthem recently. I believe that was pretty recent. I think I saw that on Instagram literally just the other day. No, I don't have Instagram. Many more. I wrote down many more. There's many more. Perspective. Oh hell no. Okay, and then there's literally just one more thing that we had to talk about before I'm done here. Was my little test video. I just wanted to talk some perspective as to where I'm at. Lifeisaplanet. So I went on a lake trip with buddies this past weekend, or maybe it was 2 weekends ago. No, I went on this trip, and I've taken a break from recording video game content for a while now. It's been a while. It's been getting increasingly more supple, and that's just because of life, just because of me. I'm just like anybody else. Maybe I took a few extra steps and actually started the YouTube channel, actually started posting, started researching how to make my videos better, how to come up with a better idea and stuff like that. I did all of that, but just like anybody else, the fire burnt out. It really burnt out. And, there's all the things that get in the way and whatnot. And so I just decided to stop trying for a little bit, not give up. I tell myself in dark moments, I tell myself I gave up, but I know that's not true. But, I just took a break from that so I could step outside of it and see elsewhere. And I know that there are other areas of life that I'm struggling in. And so something that is important to me is why I would do something like play video games when I have other obligations to get to, right? It's important to talk about that and recognize what it is you're doing to yourself. What are you doing? And so I just wanted to state that, I'm not sorry for taking a break or anything, and nobody expects me to be. And my cat is knocking shit over, really spooking me. Bad monkey. So anyways, I just wanted to state that I took a break for a while just for normal reasons, just because it's hard to keep up. I have a real job and everything. It's so hard to keep up. And it can be pretty hard to work on the more absurd things that you can't necessarily always visualize the concreteness of it, how viable an avenue really is when you've never taken it before. Nobody in your family or loved ones have ever taken it before. So it was a little bit difficult to try and stay consistent with this stuff when you never know how it's going to turn out, whatever. But it was just important that I really took a break and stopped doing shit for a while. So that way I could really come back and think about what is actually going on with my life. And I want to be able to share that, though. It's not like I'm anything special or important. It's just that if I say it, maybe somebody else will say it and they will recognize it for themselves. That's kind of the point here. I want to get into that stuff, and so there will still be video game content that exists, absolutely, but it's not going to be the same. It's going to be more geared towards why something would be important for you to play, or why something would be enjoyable, why it would be relative and whatnot. And I'm just really excited to get into all of that. And so I think we're gonna get somewhere really cool with this stuff, so long as the world doesn't fucking end, so long as the nukes don't go off. It's a really beautiful evening, though. It wouldn't be so bad if the bombs were to hit right now. But that's not what we want, because I want to see more of you guys. I want to see you guys.
And my last little note here. My last note. The bottom of the page, as you can see here, it's at the bottom of the page. It was my last note. It says,
inspire others to seek new avenues of life. Find out what's out there. That's what this is all about. It's, this was kind of a test video where I'm just seeing what things look like around me. I know shit's a mess and it probably looks dumb. I'm gonna figure it out. Or I'm gonna keep doing this because I feel like I could probably put text up there. Am I wrong? Have I been putting text up there? If it's working, then let me know. If it's not working, don't let me know. I don't want criticism. I don't want your negative feedback in my life. All right, everybody. I talked about a lake trip very briefly. I just wanted to say that, you know, I went on a trip with my buddies and we did some really cool, fun stuff. And we went camping and everything and fishing, and we caught no fish, but it was important for me because I got to use my GoPro for the first time. This is the first camera I've ever used, not bought, but first camera I've ever bought and used extensively. It's just something else that I want to be able to use. I want to use a GoPro for other things, like just setting up cool shots that are shot in a format where you can tell it's GoPro, but it's used a little bit differently. Anyways, you know, guys, I just wanted to come back with a little context update video about stuff that I would like to talk about in the future and just kind of random avenues. And so that's where we're at here. I really appreciate anybody that's been sticking around. I think the next video is going to be about me digging in my butt, and we're going to have a good one. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Life is a Planet here. Can't see my logo. Life is a Planet here. Peace out. Is the audio quality good? Is the audio quality good? Be honest. Be honest. I look odd. I look like an oddball. I look like an oddball. Ah.